Today's Great Day Market is keeping it very South Texas with all her art and products that she makes, all inspired by her hobbies. I want to welcome Macy Forbes, Hill Country Hobby Hopper. Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks, Roma.
Hey, our audience is just going to love your work. Let's start over here. You have a baseball cap. You make all these things.
Yeah, so I'm a hobby hopper. I can't pick just one thing to do.
Okay.
So an example of that is here I've got hand embroidery. I like to do clay earrings. I do both acrylic and water painting.
Wow. You did the little, is that an armadillo, right?
Yeah, that's a little armadillo. This is fun, like little greeting card.
You're so creative. I love how you frame these little tiny pieces of artwork that you created as well.
Yeah, I love to include vintage objects. These are like some vintage frames right here.
So you're repurposing as well,
yeah,
while you're creating something really new and fresh for your buyers, for your customers. What inspired you? You said so many hobbies that you have. How did you know you were good at painting and doing the hand embroidery and the clay? Like, that's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. I've loved art since I was a kid. And recently, a couple years ago, my mom opened a studio, the Downtown DIY in Boerne, and wanted me to teach. And so with that, I was like, well, I want to teach all the things. And that kind of helped me dive into it. And it was just too hard to pick. And then I turned it into a small business.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what do you teach?
So I teach all kinds of things, but one of my favorites is the brush pen lettering.
Brush pen lettering.
Yeah, and you can see right here, yep, that's brush pen lettering.
This is so unique. What inspired these? Are these quotes? Are these phrases?
So it's a variety of things, quotes, phrases. I love doing Bible verses. That's probably my favorite. And these are vintage piano scrolls. So sometimes I'll do, you know, maybe the song is Amazing Grace, so I'll put Amazing Grace on there. Another way to repurpose.
That is so special and unique. What awesome gift ideas here too for anybody, the musician, the artist in your life.
Yes.
Super, super cool. You're gonna teach me how to do the brush pen situation here?
Yes, yes. So this is one of my favorite classes to teach. And so I'm just gonna show you a little snippet of what I do. We always start the class with the fundamental basic strokes. Because you'll kind of see here down at the bottom how all of these strokes will come together to create the letters and words. So we'll start right here with what we call
do it like this, and then we'll show the audience.
Perfect.
Exactly. I want to see you do it first, and then I'll copy, try to be as good as you.
Yes. Okay, so this is one of my favorite pens right here. I'll give you all a little sneaky peek, but it's a Tombow Fudinski pen. And
where can you get those?
So you can get these at most craft stores. I order them on Amazon because I'm lazy. I don't always like to go to the store.
Girl. Yes, I'm with you.
If you wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, you could find one of these. So we're going to start with a downstroke and an upstroke. And the biggest key to brush pen lettering is you're going to go heavy pressure, thick down lines. So you'll see I'm going to kind of really press on my little pin right there. And then when it's time to go up, I'm not gonna press as hard. I'm gonna go really thin strokes up. Just like that.
Let me do just a few. While I do that, can you tell our audience about your upcoming class? And you have an event on the 24th?
Yes, it's July 24th. And so I'll actually be branching out, and I'm going to be teaching a paint your pet in watercolor class. I do commissions for painting people's pets. And this is a way that you can kind of do it yourself, and I'll just kind of guide you along through the process. And that's gonna be at the Downtown DIY in Boerne, Texas. I'm studio manager there, so I teach classes there often, including the brush pen lettering.
Wonderful. Macy, I wish I had a little more time to really do a letter, but perhaps I need to take your class. So thank you for being with us. You're super talented.
Thanks so much, Roma.
Hope some people get out there and sign up, but keep it right here on Great Day SA, because after the break, we do have a lot more coming up. We're going to be talking all things Cowboys and Texans mini camp. What is that? Those details are next in sports.